Welcome to Sports Express with Spencer Davidson. Brought to you by Scalzo, Zogby & Wittig and the law offices of Ricardo J. Morrow.
Coming up aboard the Express, it's the final week of the regular season for most 11-man football teams, and postseason seating is on the line. Frankfort Schuyler hosted Waterville in Class D. Plus more jockeying for sectionals as VVS goes up against CVA for a clash in the Class B East. But first, time for tonight's big game, and it was a big one. 2 enter undefeated. Only 1 will remain that way when the regular season comes to a close tonight. Oneida and New Hartford both at 6-0, and the winner of this one will take home the Class B East title. First quarter, Oneida's first possession of the game. They're on the 11. Xander Farr up the middle. He's in there. Extra point is good. Indians grab the first lead of the game. Under 2 minutes left in the first, Spartans driving. Tyler Pataki finds tight end Logan Kraft with a bullet up the middle for a 15-yard touchdown. New Hartford on the board, but PAT is blocked, so they still trail 7-6. Final play of the quarter. We've seen it all year from him, but Stephen Cathalone breaks off a huge run. Quick cuts to the inside, and he's off for a big gain. Indians failed to score on the drive, though. From there, it was mostly defenses shining. Pataki is brought down for the sack by Benjamin Wright. Not much more scoring in this one. Oneida added one more touchdown for insurance as they win 13-6 to finish the regular season at 7-0 and capture the Class B East title. Hello everyone and welcome to Sports Express. So Oneida captures its first league title since 2008 in a tight contest at New Hartford. Plenty of other important games going on with playoff implications as well. Staying in the Class B East, we go to Ilion, where Central Valley Academy hosts Vernon Verona Shero. VVS needs a win to get in. CVA needs a win or Cazenovia lost to clinch a spot. In the first, the red-hot Thunder opened the scoring. Michael Durberg, the long pass up the sidelines to Cole Brewer with nothing but daylight in front of him. 56-yard touchdown, CVA up by 7. They add to that 5 minutes later. Anderson Klossner off the handoff, able to break the plane before being brought down. It's 13-zip Thunder. Defensive factor for this one as well. Phoenix Waydig with no one to throw to. He's hit, the ball is loose. Brennan Murray recovers the fumble. Central Valley holds VVS off the board until late. Then they hold on for a big 20-7 win. In Class D, every team gets in, but this is for playoff seeding. Frankfort Schuyler hosting Waterville in this one. Third quarter, Waterville up by 6. Cody Spooner rolls out, finds Connor Marriott on the short pass, and he takes it into the end zone. 12-0 Indians. Just over 2 minutes later, Waterville strikes again. Handoff to Tristan Graham, who breaks through for the score. Indians up by 20. In the fourth, Maroon Knights trying to get anything going. Jeff DeSaro takes it himself, rips off a big gain, but can't hang on to the ball. Spooner picks up the fumble. Frankfort threat is over. And then it's a splash bath for Coach Mike Batson as Waterville with a big road win, final 20-0. In Whitesboro, the 3-3 Warriors taking on the 5-1 Carthage Comets from the North Country. Second quarter, Carthage up big. Fumbo Azah takes the handoff and runs it into the end zone. Comets up 21-0 at the half. Then in the third quarter, it's Azah again. Here he takes the handoff and makes it look easy for Carthage as they expand their lead now to 28-0. Later in the quarter, Whitesboro gets on the board. Zach Britt passes off to Nick Sardina, who gets dragged into the end zone. Warriors on the board, but still down by 21. And Carthage was just too much for Whitesboro in this one. Azah runs all the way in again for the score. The Comets take down Whitesboro and puts the Warriors on red alert for next week. 42-7 is the final. Out in Syracuse, the Proctor Raiders taking on the Cicero North Syracuse North Stars as they look to go 7-0 and capture their first league title since 2015, and it was on Spectrum. First quarter, Proctor on the 1. The C parts for Tayshawn Cooper, who steps it over the line. 2-point conversion fails, but the Raiders up 6-0. In the second, fourth down in the red zone. Proctor goes for it. Brandon Peterson hits Saleh El-Tayeb in the end zone for the 11-yard hookup. Big play on fourth down. It's 13-0. Late in the frame, the Raiders continue to add to the lead. Peterson, with nowhere to throw, finds the seam and takes it. Drags the pile over the line, and he's in there. Proctor would go on to blow out the North Stars 32-0 as they push to 7-0 and capture the Double A2 championship. That'll close the book on a very busy first stanza here on Sports Express. Still plenty more to get to. After the break, we'll introduce you to our latest athlete of the week who has helped transform a program in just 1 year's time. But first, let's check out some other scores from around the area in our Sports Express Scoremaster.
If you want to join the conversation on Twitter, use hashtag SportsExpress. This is Sports Express Athlete of the Week. Brought to you by Scalzo, Zogby & Wittig and the law offices of Ricardo J. Morrow.
Welcome back to Sports Express. It's time now to unveil our Athlete of the Week. He's helped take a team that sat in the basement last year to one that could be competing for a section title this year. Let's meet him now. Logan Hostler, junior quarterback of the Morrisville Eaton football team, has had a monster stretch the last few weeks. A fortnight ago, he rushed for over 100 yards with 2 rushing touchdowns and passed for nearly 250 yards with 4 TDs in the air. He followed that up last week with nearly 250 yards rushing with 2 TDs and over 130 yards passing with another touchdown. Good for 9 total touchdowns in the past 2 weeks. His play has helped the Warriors to a 3-1 record coming into tonight after going winless last season. Hosler said that being able to help his team turn things around is special for him, but that it's been made easy with a strong supporting cast.
It means a lot, but I couldn't do it without Coach and all the other players. We have a lot of weapons, and it draws attention to everybody. We've been working really hard throughout the whole year of practice. We're pretty motivated from going 0-6 last year, and our offensive line plays a big part in it. They do a lot. We're super excited to be where we are. Obviously, going 0-6 last year isn't like the most fun thing to do, but now that we're 3-1, we're motivated and we're ready for sectionals.
Logan's a great kid, and he's a likable kid. Logan's an exciting player to watch. He's very nimble on his feet and has a good arm. You know, he picks his receivers well. He's picked up the offense, and he's a real exciting kid to watch. Just his ability to think things through. We spent a lot of time with our reads this summer and the beginning of the year, and he's been able to pick the reads up, what we're trying to read on the defense, and he's done a good job at it.
All right, if you know of a high school athlete who deserves to be Athlete of the Week, there's our contact info. You can call us, email us, find us on social media. Coaches, athletic directors, parents, teammates, whoever, just send us who you would like to be nominated and why. Give us some stats and a story, and we'll give you a shot. All featured athletes receive a plaque courtesy of C&Y Awards and Apparel. That'll do it for the middle frame here on Sports Express. Up next, an update on Game 5 of the ALCS as the Yankees look to avoid elimination. Also, we'll shift gears to the ice, where the Comets look to remain unbeaten as they host the defending Calder Cup champion, Charlotte Checkers.
For final scores and video highlights from tonight's games, log on to WKTV.com. This is Sports Express, brought to you by Scalzo, Zogby & Wittig and the law offices of Ricardo J. Morrow.
Welcome back aboard the Express. The Comets won their 3rd straight to start the year on Wednesday in the home opener against the Syracuse Crunch. The team looked to keep things rolling tonight against the defending Calder Cup champion Charlotte Checkers. Back to another packed house at the Odd, Michael DiPietro back in goal after notching his first pro win on Wednesday. First period, more than midway through, Cole Lind with the pressure forces a turnover, centers in front to Carter Camper, who rings it off the post and in. Comets on the board and up 1. Less than 4 minutes later, Comets keep in. Nikolai Goldobin feeds to Brogan Rafferty, who puts in the one-timer for his first professional goal. Utica's on top by 2. Just 28 seconds later, Alex Nedeljkovic with trouble handling it again. Zach McEwen hits Justin Bailey in front, and the Buffalo native puts it home. The boys are buzzing 3-0 after 1. Checkers come out stronger in the second, but can't solve a 20-year-old brick wall named Michael DiPietro. Big stop on a breakaway from David Gust. With 4 minutes to play, Comets on the penalty kill, mishap on the blue line. Reed Boucher picks it up and comes in all alone. Backhand 5-hole. The man cannot be stopped. 6 goals in 4 games this year so far. The Comets improve to 4-0 as they pour it on in the third final, 8-2. All right, also coming up besides Game 6 of the ALCS tomorrow, Westmoreland Oriskany taking on Clinton in high school football. That game is on at noon. Utica College and Morrisville Eaton battle it out in an Empire 8 contest at 1, and the Comets looking to go 5-0 as they take on the Rochester Americans, and that is a 7 o'clock start at the Aud. That's it for us. We'll see you back here next Friday night for another edition of Sports Express.
This has been Sports Express, brought to you by Scalzo, Zogby and Whitting, and the law offices of Ricardo J. Morrow.